Hello everyone, my name is Atan Demir. In this presentation, I will give a technical overview of the extrusion mold used in the manufacturing of PVC window frames, focusing on both its design and working principles. PVC window frames are produced by profile extrusion, which is a continuous manufacturing process. In this process, the extrusion mold, also referred to as the die, plays the most critical role because it defines the final cross-sectional geometry, dimensional accuracy, and overall quality of the product. Let us begin with the general extrusion process shown in this slide. As seen in the process diagram, right hand side, PVC material is first heated and melted inside the extruder. The rotating screw conveys the molten PVC forward and generates the pressure required to push the material through the extrusion mold. At this stage, the material behaves as a highly viscous, non-Newtonian fluid, and its flow characteristics strongly influence the mold design. Now, if we look at the cross-sectional images of the PVC window frame, we can see that the geometry is quite complex. These profiles consist of multiple hollow chambers, thin walls and sharp corners. Each of these features must be formed simultaneously as the material exits the die. This is why conventional shaping methods cannot be used, and a carefully designed extrusion mold becomes essential. Moving on to the extrusion die geometry, which is shown in this slide, the die consists of several internal flow channels and mandrels. The mandrels are responsible for forming the internal hollow sections of the window frame. They are fixed inside the die and must be mechanically strong enough to withstand high pressure and temperature during extrusion. At the time, their position directly affects material flow distribution. If we focus on the material flow inside the die, as illustrated in these diagrams, the molten PVC is divided into multiple flow paths. The key objective of the die design is to ensure that all these flow streams reach the die exit at the same velocity and the pressure. This condition is known as flow balance. If flow balance is not achieved, certain regions of the profile will exit faster than others, leading to distortion, bending, or uneven wall thicknesses. Another important thing that must be considered at the die exit is die swell. When the PVC exits the die, it tends to expand due to elastic recovery. For this reason, the die opening is intentionally designed slightly smaller than the final desired profile dimensions. This compensation is usually determined through empirical experience and trial adjustments. After leaving the extrusion mold, the profile immediately enters the calibrator, which is shown in this slide. Here, vacuum pressure, along with controlled air and water flow, is applied to stabilize the profile geometry. The vacuum pulls the hot PVC profile against the calibrator surfaces, fixing its external dimensions. This step is especially critical because the material is still soft and highly sensitive to deformation. Following calibration, the profile passes through the cooling tank as shown in the image. In this stage, water cooling is used to remove heat from the PVC and complete the solidification process. Uniform cooling is important to minimize residual stresses, which could otherwise cause long-term warping or dimensional instability in the window frame. Finally, the importance of mold design can be clearly understood by comparing profiles shown in this slide. As we can see, a well-designed extrusion mold produces straight, uniform, and dimensionally accurate profiles. In contrast, poor mold design leads to defects such as bending, surface irregularities, and consistent cross-sections. These defects not only reduce product quality but also increase material waste and production costs. In conclusion, the extrusion mold is not simply a shaping tool, but a key engineering component that controls material flow, dimensional accuracy, and product performance. Therefore, careful design and optimization of the extrusion mold are essential for producing high-quality PVC window frames in industrial manufacturing. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed.